So in this video we're going to combine multiple assets in one candlestick chart, and I'm going to combine three assets here, and I'm going to convert the prices and the returns and also the cumulative return of the stocks to a percentage. So we're going to see clearly a difference, and we're going to find out which asset is the best investment over the other. So here we're going to import Plotly graph object as go, import by finance, and from, I don't think I've used this, wait, I will check. No, I didn't use subplot, so I don't really need this. And we're going to have to import pandas as PD because we'll have to create some data frames. So here we have ticker Apple, and I did ticker 2 Microsoft and ticker 3 Tesla. And here I did the same as we did in the previous video. So I have two assets. Apple is in blue, Microsoft is in red, but we cannot see which one is the best investment. So here I took three assets. I used Tesla also in my chart, and we see that Tesla went up in 2022 January and December 2021, but we don't know which one is the best investment. So in order to find out, we have to change all those prices. So the open, the low, the high, and the close, we have to change to a percentage, and we have to calculate the cumulative product. So it would be easier if I would be using a line chart. Then I only had to take the close, and I only had to calculate the percentage change on the close and the cumulative product. But I wanted to see how it looks on a candlestick chart. So that's why I did with the candles. But to do with the candles, we have to create three data frames, and we'll have to convert the open to a percentage, the close, the low, and the high. And then we have to take again the cumulative product on the open, the close, the low, and the high. And we have to do that 3 times for each different stock, so for each different data frame. And that's a lot of code. That's the reason why I'm not writing it while I'm explaining the video, because otherwise it would take too long. And then below it's just the same principle as we did before. We will have to call for our figure object, and we have to create our 3 candlesticks. We'll have to add them to our chart. We have to set the width, the height, and show legend and date, and if you want this to be true, then the range slider will be visible. But I find it too much, it's overkill, so I'm disabling this, but you can just remove that if you want to have the range slider involved in this chart. I also created a new color, so Apple is now in yellow and black, and Microsoft is in blue and black, and Tesla stays red and green. Here in this chart we have the cumulative product. If we would have invested in Tesla in January 2019, and let's say we've invested 1,000 in Tesla, that would be today 10,000. 1,000 in Apple in January 2019 would now be 4,000. And 1,000 in Microsoft would now be a little bit more than 3,000, so maybe 3,400, 3,500. 3,400 would be. So we clearly see that Tesla was the best investment, then Apple, and then Microsoft. We can also change the dates here, and we can rerun our code. So we can change it to the last 2 years, so we can check which stock performed the best the last 2 years. So I will rerun all of the code. and that would be Apple. So the last 2 years, Apple was outperforming Tesla and Microsoft, but there's not much of a difference between Apple and Microsoft. And we also see that they are very correlated with each other. So when Microsoft goes up, Apple goes up. When Apple goes down, Microsoft goes down, and vice versa. So this is how we can plot multiple assets on one candlestick chart, and how we can compare the investments